with Peter, Day 41. Jesus on trial. Jesus is led to the house of the high priest, who has decided Jesus must die. Peter follows bravely, but says nothing to anyone. Jesus proclaims himself and is condemned by the assembly. Mark 14, 53 through 65. They marched Jesus down the hill and off to the high priest's house, where he had called an assembly of the elders and scribes. I followed them at a distance. I was determined not to run away like the others. I had promised Jesus I would not desert him. As the crowd moved into the courtyard of the high priest, I followed along with them. The guards had a small fire going where we all stood around warming ourselves. We could hear the discussion going on in the other room. They were trying to get someone to testify against Jesus so they could justify a sentence of death. But no one wanted to say anything. When they finally coaxed some to say things they had heard about, they could not get any two to agree. Someone said, "We heard him say, 'This temple, made with human hands, will be destroyed, and I will raise a new temple in just 3 days that is not made with hands.'" But then someone else refuted that, and they could not agree. Then the chief priest stood up, and he yelled at Jesus, "What do you have to say about this?" But Jesus said nothing to him. Now the high priest was getting really upset, and he said to Jesus, "Are you the Messiah, the Son of the Most High?" Jesus looked at him, and he spoke very deliberately. "I am. And you will live to see the Son of Man seated, coming like thunder clouds from heaven, and seated at the right hand of God." This caught the old priest off guard for just a moment. Then he tore his clothes and he turned on the crowd yelling, "We don't need any witnesses. This man condemns himself with his blasphemy. What do you say now?" And they all started shouting and condemning him, saying he deserved to die. Some even began to abuse him. They spit on him, and when the guards blindfolded him, they struck him like children, taunting, "Hey, prophet, prophesy now, who hit you?" They might have stoned him right there, but the guards took him out and beat him even more. Questions for today. Who do you say that Jesus is? How much abuse would you take if you loved someone? Does any of this seem fair?